Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Throwing right away, here's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing is Stafford. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They snap it to Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. first down carry for Harris to about the 33-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And here's another carry for Harris. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Lock's throw caught here by Metcalf. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Going to hand this off to Harris. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Block now to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Lock's going to sneak it, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Seahawks post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball. And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They'll run for it with Akers. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation. And what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, that was been the beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Akers. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
A give up the middle to Akers. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
So after the fourth down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25.
Back to throw. Stafford. That'll be caught. It's caught. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Throwing again is Stafford. And it's caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to run with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. That is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Lock now on 1st down. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw it is Lock. He gets it complete to Harris. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Lock. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
2nd and 10. Here's Locke to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 39-yard line.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. finally here in the second half. That got done.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. The slot man in motion right. Harris going to get it again on second down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll run with Harris.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on third down, Locke. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Locke going to go on fourth down. And he comes back with one complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's first and 10.
Here's Harris. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. This is Harris. And he'll only get a yard to bring up third and 1.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. They don't know if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. And the tight end goes in motion left. On the ground, it's Harris. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
90 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
In motion left goes a tight end.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Third and 2, Locke's going to throw. Got his tight end, that's complete. That's right. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Harris. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Again, it's Harris. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Lock now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Brock Wright, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14.
Rams 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Going right back to Akers. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Stafford. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air. And,
all the way around down in this one. We're set up for an exciting finish. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find the hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Block going to throw.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for the Rams. Touchdown.
For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Joe Mitchell said this just won't be a win. It's going to be 6 points as it takes it all the way to the end zone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Block. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Rams are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go for the ball in the air.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game. So defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmaker.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, yeah, they're jaw watching this tape after the game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Oh, good return up past the 30. Tyler Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing here, Stafford. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. To the air again, Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Play action, Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Stafford. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
On 4th down, Stafford.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Stafford going to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now it's Stafford. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Rams are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Rams come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the status